Hi everyone, this is Joanna Penn for The Creative Pen, and today I'm here with Dale Beaumont. Now Dale has done loads of books, he's very successful, and I'm very excited to be interviewing him briefly today. So Dale, tell us a bit about your publishing background.
My publishing background was that I was basically 19 years of age, and we were running programs for teenagers in the area of personal development. And we tried to kind of get the attention of the media to write some stories about the work that we were doing. But we hit a bit of a brick wall when they started to say to us, look, you're 19 years of age, you don't know anything, we're not going to write about you because you have no credibility. So what we thought then is if we write a book, then we'll be able to create that credibility and we'll have people write about us. And that's exactly what happened. We took about 6 months. We wrote a book called The World at Your Feet, which was a little personal development book for teenagers. Now, it wasn't a huge book like I write today, which is 300 pages. That book was 78 pages long.
Wow.
So it was very, very short. But in the space of about 4 or 5 months after that book came out, then it was distributed in bookshops and we sold it at events and things. We were on Sunrise, we were on the Today Show, we were on Mornings with Carrie Ann, and we had around about maybe 40 or 50 newspaper and magazine articles come out. And that was really the launch pad for our career as far as running programs for teenagers were concerned. Fast forward the tape to where we are right now. So I'm 27 years of age, so what's that, 8 years later. We've now run programs for over 22,000 teenagers in 5 different countries. And I really believe that a lot of that would not have happened unless we wrote that first book, which was our launch pad to then get the attention of the media, which would then brought more numbers to the program, and everything grew and expanded from there. So that was really the start of my publishing career. Where things really accelerated was a couple of years after that. I kind of got inspired to put together some more books. So I started in 2004, and in 2005 I published 2 books in a series which is called the Secrets Exposed series. And then in 2006 I published another 2 books, and then in 2007 I published 11 Secrets Exposed books in 1 year.
Wow, it's amazing.
It was, yeah, pretty cool. So doing the maths, there's 16 books that I've published. You know, it's been an amazing journey and adventure to, and I really love publishing, as I know you do too. So I'm really excited to talk about it.
That's brilliant. So I did a survey recently on my website, which was like, you know, what do people want to know? And people want to know how they can make money with their books. Now, you know, we all love being authors, but also we'd like to pay the bills. So is it that you have to write 16 books, or, you know, you're a businessman too? How can you make money as an author?
We've got to start somewhere, so you've got to get your first book out there. And then what you want to do is, I see that some people, they really get the writer's bug, and they just love writing. So the moment they do their first book, they kind of think, oh, the book's done, I'll just go and write another book. And what happens is they never really market and promote that book properly in order to generate the income that they're going to need to then fund them in their, you know, the next book and beyond. So what I would sort of say is, rather than you know, I kind of, maybe sounding a little bit contradictory, I've got 16 books now. I've done a lot of books, but I had to start with that one and learn how to promote it and market it, and kind of not do the second book too quickly. And so that's a really important piece of advice to learn to make money. Now, there's a whole lot of different ways in which you can market and promote books to make money, but just start with that first one.
Absolutely. And also you do speaking, you do workshops, so the book is not the only thing, is it? There's other things in your, I guess, your business.
Correct. So the first thing that I would say is that you need to have a distribution channel for your books, and you want to kind of multiply that with not just having one, but having as many as possible. You know, I remember hearing a financial planner talk about you should try to have 5 different forms of income. You know, have one from your job, maybe one from real estate, one from shares, you know, one from maybe you know, something else. And it's the same thing. You want to think, as an author, I want to have at least 5 forms of income from my book. So one can be bookstores, but some people put all their eggs in one basket. They just do bookstores, and that's all they do, and it's really limiting. So I would say you've got to kind of move beyond bookstores very quickly. One of the ways that is very good is selling through speaking. So there's lots of opportunities for you to actually actually speak out there in the marketplace. There's organisations that demand speakers on a weekly or at least monthly basis. And if you can make yourself available, and if you can give maybe 20 minutes up to maybe 40 minutes of really decent quality content, then at the end you're able to make an offer and invite people to actually purchase your book. And I've done a number of presentations. I've done one just recently. This is my most recent example where I was paid as a speaker, and at the beginning you may not be paid as a speaker. I was paid $2,000 to speak, but I made $3,500 worth of book sales.
Yeah.
So that is, and on one occasion I had quite a large audience, and I did close to $8,000 in book sales.
Everyone's going, ooh, I want to do that.
So that is a really profitable way to actually promote your books. So speaking is really great, and you've got to start somewhere. I didn't start as a confident speaker. I may sound very confident now, but I was nervous just like anyone. But I just said, look, I'm just going to do it again and again and again and again until I get over it. And I became confident. So speaking is another a great one. There are lots of others. Do you want me to keep?
No. I've got one. I guess a question.
Yeah.
Some people will be thinking, well, I don't know that much about money. I don't know much about business. I want to be an author. I just want to write. What's your recommendation? I mean, should people be learning about running a business if they want to be a successful money-making author?
Yeah, I always, there's a lot of people that have an issue with regards to making money from books, and sometimes it has to do with our upbringing. Money is the root of all evil. Money doesn't grow on trees, and I didn't come from a wealthy family. I came from an average family that sort of struggled in the early years of bringing up 3 boys to make sure they provided. So I had issues myself around money, but for me, the way I have positioned it inside my head is, for me, the reason why I'm doing it is to get these books out into the hands and into the minds of as many people as possible. I really want to spread the word, and I know that in order to spread the word, I need to actually make money from my books, because the more money that I make, the more I can invest in doing additional print runs, or I can use those funds to then fund a second book or a third book or a fourth book. So I've been very, very entrepreneurial with my publishing, and I've made money, and I'm happy to say that. But what's even bigger and more important to me is over 230,000 books I've produced, and I know that I've impacted the lives of well over 100,000 people as a result of what I've done with my books, and that to me is the greatest kind of joy and satisfaction is doing that. So if you've got a passion, you've got a desire, and you've got a message, and you want to get it out there, just start to think like a business person, think a bit differently, think entrepreneurially, because you can help more people that way.
That's brilliant. Well, it's just a short video today, so where can people find out more about you and find out more about your books?
Beautiful. Well, you can find out more about me personally at my website, which is dalebeaumont.com, DALEBEAUMONT.com. I also have another website where you can actually purchase my books, which is Secrets Exposed. That's the name of my series. So Secrets with an S on both ends. Exposed Club, CLUB.com. That's another website. And I also have a website for helping people to write and publish their own books. And there's a whole lot of videos on there. And Joanna's featured on a number of those videos as well. And it's called Get Published TV. So that's getpublishedtv.com. There are a couple of places you can go and check out a little bit more about what I do.
And there's a good point, Dale is everywhere, and that's another way you can be successful. So you can be everywhere selling lots of things. So, we're going to go into this in more detail in later videos and blog posts. And also there's a podcast with Dale as well, so you can check that out. So thanks for watching today.
Thank you.